Are you guys ready to get ready with me? Okay, let's get started. Okay, first things first, I'm using this concealer by Urban Decay. They have repackaged it since then. It is like a dark purple, I believe now, so if you're looking for it, just keep an eye out for that, but I love it. Next, I'm taking this Sigma brush and blending out the concealer. Now I'm taking this e.l.f. Studio powder and the e.l.f. complexion brush to set the concealer and even out my skin tone. Make something, and me myself I got nothing to prove. Alright, so now I have my favorite bronzer ever. This is NYC Sunny, and I'm using the flat top powder brush by e.l.f. to blend that in. I got a plan to get us out of here, been working at the convenience store. Then it saves a little bit of money. Along with foundations and powders, make sure you blend out bronzers really well, and especially down the neck, because that can make a huge difference. Now I'm going to contour with Hoola Bronzer and this Essence of Beauty brush, and I'm just going to contour the hollows of my cheeks. She wanted more from life than he could give. I said somebody's got to take care of him, so I quit school, that's what I... Okay, now I'm taking the Tarte blush in Expose, which is a really neutral color, and I'm going to take another Sigma brush and just blend that in really easily. Is it fast enough that we can fly away? For my brows, I use matte copper plate eyeshadow and the e.l.f. angled brush, and it's really easy. All I do is just fill it in with that powder. Next, I'm taking the e.l.f. clear lash and brow gel and basically just setting my brows so that they don't move around during the day. And lastly, for the face, I am taking the Urban Decay All Nighter Setting Spray and just shaking it up and spraying it on. Okay, now for the fun part, moving on to the eyes, I'm going to use Maxx Paint Pot in Rubenesque for my eyeshadow base. We go cruise and entertain ourselves, still ain't got a job. I work at the market as a checkout girl. I know things will get better. You'll find work and I'll get promoted. For my lid color, I'm going to use my favorite MAC pigment in Gold Mode and the e.l.f. eyeshadow brush. I know some people like to blend at the end, but I personally like to blend during the process, so I recommend doing that. Next, I'm using the Naked shade in the Naked palette, and I'm using that as my transition crease color. That just kind of makes everything easier to blend out, and again, makes the transition easier. Be someone. And next is the StarsMakeupHaven shadow in Why Not. I just keep it in my MAC palette, but it's like a shimmery purple and it's kind of bright, so I'm using that in the crease. Thought maybe together you and me fine, and I got no plans, I ain't going nowhere. So take your fast car and keep on driving. Next, I'm taking the Wet n Wild palette in Lust. These are discontinued, but I'm going to be using that medium purple color. If you have Maxx Sketch, I recommend that more, but I lost mine, so this is what I'm using for now. Had a feeling that I belong, and this is a matte shade, and it's a little bit deeper than the other one, so it's going to accentuate the crease. If the purple's looking a little too crazy for you, you can take a brown like this one. This is e.l.f.'s Caffeinated, and I'm just going to use that to kind of, sort of tone down the purple. You gotta make a decision. Leave tonight, live and die this way. And I'm going back into that purple from the Wet n Wild palette, and I'm going to line my lower lash line with that.
beautiful girls.
And I'm going back in with gold mode in the inner part of my lower lash line.
Time would be wasted, they've got nothing on you.
Next, I'm taking some Scotch tape and I'm going to be using that to create a sharp angle on the outside of my eye. This just kind of gives my eyes more definition and I think it looks really cool.
I might say hey, but you shouldn't worry about what they say, cause they got nothing.
Now I'm taking the Clinique Brush On Cream Liner in True Black. I just got this, so I don't really know how I feel about it yet, but I'm testing it out. So I'm just going to line my upper lash line and create a wing at the end.
Just to say how much you mean to me, what would you do?
And now I'm taking my Milani Liquif'eye pencil liner and lining my waterline.
Tell me, would you?
Next, just curl your lashes.
But I ain't seen myself enough.
And apply your favorite mascara.
It represents my heart.
To the top lashes, but also don't forget about the bottom lashes because those can make a big difference.
Cause they're beautiful girls.
Now I'm taking the lightest shade in this palette and I'm going to be using it to highlight where I used that tape to kind of accentuate the angle, and I'm also going to be using it under my brows.
You, baby, they might say hi.
I recommend using a brow highlight just because it really accentuates and cleans up the shape of your brows. And lastly, for an inner corner highlight, I'm using the L'Oreal Shadow in Iced Latte, and it's really pretty and reflective, so I'm using that in the inner corner. And that's the completed makeup look. Hope you liked it, and check out the outfit next.
Would it make you wanna change your scene and wanna be the one on my team? Tell me, would you? What's the point in waiting anymore? Cause girl, I've never been more sure, baby, it's you. This ring here represents my heart and everything that you've been waiting for.
Hope you guys liked this video. Let me know if you'd like some more get ready with me type videos. You guys know I don't like makeup tutorials, but I figured this was kind of like fashion mixed with makeup, so it kind of made it easier for me to do a little bit. Anyway, I guess that's it. Someone doesn't like to hear the sound of my voice. Apparently they closed their window. Anyway, there's now a plane or helicopter flying in the sky. Alright, well, that's it. Thank you guys for watching. Let me know what you thought, and I'll see you later. Bye!
Here we go.